couldn't show up at the gym today because I did not feel like it. But now I just finished my session. And here are the 10 things that I did to get motivated. I woke up so early today and decided to do work on the couch because I just felt so tired. It's like one of those days where I woke up a little too early because I think I have a lot on my mind when it comes to this entire 30 days of vlogging. I'm loving it, but I think my mind just tends to like go non-stop. And when that happens, I tend to sometimes not be able to fall back asleep if I wake up really early. And so I'm running on not so much sleep. And it's one of those days where I could either stay at home and feel not so good or go move my body.
And so step number 1 for me, whenever I don't feel like actually going to the gym, put on some makeup, put on my clothes, and get ready.
It's almost 11, so it's earlier than I normally go to the gym, but I just feel like if I'm gonna go to the gym today, I need to do it now, because otherwise I know I'm just gonna feel like it less and less. So we're doing it. It's so important that we go move our body on the days where we just feel sluggish and like we feel like doing nothing, or like lack of sleep, because for me at least, it's like that's when I really need it, because if I don't go right now, I'm gonna feel this way for the rest of the day. But if I go move my body, then I have a feeling that I can turn this day around a little bit. I like to put on makeup before I work out because I used to not care at all what I look like when I worked out, but I feel like it just gives me some sort of like, yeah, we're gonna kill this confidence when I don't look like a bum. I'm very good at looking like a bum. But no more at the gym. Let's go. Creatine. A little pre-workout. And after my workout, I just got some more BCAAs and EAAs, but I'm gonna wait with that. I will do it. Code Pernilla for 20% off. Okay, now we can go. Step number 1, move even though you don't feel like it. Step number 2, sing your ass off in the car. This doesn't always happen, but I already feel so much more energized and ready to go move my body. We made it to the gym, and I think that that is the only thing we have to focus on. If we promised ourselves we're gonna work out today, we don't feel motivated. It's just put one foot in front of the other and make it to the gym. You don't need to focus on the fact that you have to work out. Just focus on making it there. And maybe once you get there, you just warm up, and then you focus on the warm up, and that's it. The gratitude I feel right now that it's not leg day is all the way up here. Can you still see my hand? I'm not sure. However, if it was leg day, we would be all right, because what we do once we focus on that warm up and maybe our motivation has sparked just a little bit, we ask ourselves, if I were to move my body right now, what would I want to do? And if it was leg day, what exercises would I actually feel okay with doing? And then you just do that.
Instead of forcing yourself to stick to a program filled with exercises that you have absolutely no desire to do on this day.
But for me, my leggies are not ready to work out today. And yesterday I did a little bit of an overall upper body sesh. So today I asked myself, like, what do I actually feel like doing? And I don't know if you remember, but I, in one of my previous videos from this series, said that I wanted to start actually training my chest. And well, I haven't really gotten to it yet. So today we're starting out with the chest. When I asked myself, like, that was actually the thing that I felt like doing. I definitely feel like doing that more than doing pull-ups right now. That is for absolute sure, because pull-ups, they're not fun with the vibe I have today. And the next thing that I do whenever I want to stop feeling lazy and get motivated. We already spoke about music and how that hypes you up, but also I search for motivational talk and listen to some Tony Robbins, David Goggins stuff so that they can help me get out of the lack of wanting to progress. And that leads us to the next very powerful motivational tip, which has to do with reminding ourselves of what it is that we actually deep down want. We all have desires, but are we willing to remind ourselves of how badly we want it and who we have to become in order for us to actually achieve that? And well, the person that I want to be is someone who helps others become the best versions of themselves. And if I want to become that person, then I gotta better live it myself. I gotta prove to myself I'm badass, I'm capable, because if I don't believe that I am that, then how in the world would I be able to motivate other people to do that? Now your goal could be completely different. Maybe you want to be able to live till you're 100 and run around with your grandkids on the field. Or maybe you want to be able to run a 5K. Or maybe you want to build some damn muscle. But whatever it is that you want, I think when we're not motivated, reminding ourselves of who we want to be is so powerful. Last time I did this, I got stuck. Someone had to come save me. People say that social media is bad, but listen, that's only if you don't use it right. Because next time you're not motivated, the way that you're going to be using social media is not to compare yourself to the other person that has things in their life that you deep down want. No, you use it as a motivation and inspiration to remind yourself that if they were capable of doing that, then heck to the yes, so are you. If it has to do with motivation to the gym, look up someone who you're motivated by fitness-wise on social media. Look up a few of their videos, be like, oh my God, I want to be in badass shape like them. Let me freaking crush this workout so that I can get just one step closer to that. I find that very motivating. And the easiest way for us to get into a better feeling state is remind ourselves of how many things we have in life to be grateful for. If you're watching this on a computer or a phone, you're not in a country that right now is dealing with war, I think you do have some things to be grateful for. And I think that if you remind yourself of those things, automatically you're gonna feel better. And whenever we feel better, we're gonna want to do good things for ourselves. And a good thing for ourselves is to go move our bodies. And finally, I forgot. I just had it. I told you I haven't slept a lot last night. And when that happens, my brain doesn't function very well. I got it. You have to have a very clear, specific goal for your brain to understand what is necessary for you to get there. If you're just like, I want to become healthier, it's like, what does that even mean? But if your goal is like, I want to be able to run a 5K, and that means I'm going to start off with 3 days a week where I run 1 kilometer each week, each time, and the next week I run a kilometer and a half 3 times a week. Like having a structured plan is basically what I'm trying to say. Or I want to be able to lift 5 reps of a 45 plate on each side on my bench press. Then I know I got to remember to train my chest, because if I don't, I'm not going to get there. So my brain is going to be like, okay, we're making it happen. And if you watch my vision board video from this 30-day series, you already know. If we want a great way to actually help ourselves reach that goal is to already believe that we are capable and worthy and already are living in that existence. Because if we already believe that, then our subconscious beliefs are just going to make us take those actions that are necessary for us to get there, because it believes that we already have it. Which leads us to the next tip, which is affirmations. Saying, I am a badass athlete. I am unstoppable. I can do anything that I put my mind to. If we just repeat those affirmations again and again and again and again, then eventually our brain is going to start believing it. And the thing is, a human can only take consistent, aligned action with who they deep down believe themselves to be. This is so powerful, so I'm going to say it again. A human can only take consistent, aligned action with who they deep down believe themselves to be. That means that if you want to consistently be showing up at the gym or whatever goal you're trying to reach, it has to actually align with your self-identity. It has to align with who you believe yourself to be. When I was like battling back and forth between wanting to get in badass shape, going back to my old habits, as we all do, it's like, I'm not going to eat any cake this week. And then like Wednesday night comes around and you're like, just a slice. And then you end up eating the whole cake. You know what I'm talking about? Well, the reason I was doing that is because I hadn't shifted my self-identity. And it wasn't until I shifted my self-identity and worked on believing that I was an athlete so that I would consistently be taking the actions that an athlete would take that I actually was able to get consistent. So really work on shifting that self-identity, because since doing that, it's like, yes, even though I'm not motivated, I still show up because that is what an athlete would do, you know?
In every single one of my training programs, I actually take you through this step-by-step process, and I'm giving away one of these every single day during my 30-day YouTube video challenge, where I'm uploading a new YouTube video every single day, and all you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe, and I may just send you one tomorrow. Or you can also just go to my website and get started today.
I feel so much better now. Like, oh my gosh, the fact that I almost did not go here is unbelievably crazy. And I feel like that will almost always be the case. If we don't feel motivated, we know if we think about what we're gonna feel like after, if we decide to do it anyway, it's like a whole other person, right? Like, we're not the same, 2 different humans. So I am so hoping that next time you don't feel motivated to go, that 1 or 2 of the tips that I shared in this video, it's gonna pop into your mind, and then you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna make your way to the gym or wherever you do your form of exercise, and then you're just gonna turn that day around and feel freaking amazing. First of all, you deserve to feel amazing. Secondly, I really believe that you're capable of doing anything that you want in your life, but you're the one who's in charge of whether or not you're actually gonna put in the work, consistently show up, and take the action that is necessary for you to actually get to where it is that you wanna go. I believe in you. I know you got it. Today we are doing, which one? Salted caramel. I got my carrots. We're about to dig into some ice cream when we come home, because this girl, she deserved it because she showed up even when she didn't feel like it. You weren't supposed to see that. It's damn delicious. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you again tomorrow.